scraps from last fall. Feels pretty good. So it's a pretty cold morning here, but we have decided to remove the little building behind us because it no longer serves any purpose. It was like a tarp shelter shed to have a fire in to keep us warm when it was raining.
Back in September.
Yeah, back in September last year, but right now we have a cabin with a wood
Yes.
stove, so this has to go.
And that's what we'll do.
Yep.
Well, the video stopped somewhere halfway. I don't know exactly where, but the main thing is the structure is
gone.
down. Sorry to our friend that that helped me build it.
We named it after him,
Yes.
so sorry, Lawrence thing has gone.
But you can enjoy the cabin with us.
Yes. All of this is here since the clearing of the land, basically. So the fall of 2020, and it's just been this giant stack. We've cut a few trees to firewood, but not a lot, as you can see. And the plan is to cut all of this into firewood so we can hopefully build a small shed here and a spot to store the firewood. It will be a little bit tricky. We'll have to make sure that we work our way from the top down and make sure that nothing starts falling down or falls on our feet. Okay. So it's been a while since I've done this, so it's probably gonna look amateuristic and a little weird, but I'm gonna take my sweet time. Gonna be very safe, and hopefully I can make a small dent. Even if I can chop up one of these guys, that would be awesome. you see me walking with this strap the whole time is because I don't want to have my hands underneath the stems, because sometimes they move or they might roll a bit. I've made a few mistakes like that when I was just learning to use the chainsaw, and one time I squashed my thumb and it was just a little stump, but it was like my thumb was like 3 times the size, and it was horrible, and it took forever to heal. And so now I'm extra paranoid, and I just use a strap and supporting blocks, and I kick things to make sure they're no longer moving, and I'm extra paranoid. I think I'm taking a break after this one. At least I made a small dent in the ginormous stack. So because it snowed this morning, the big stag of trees I was cutting up earlier is still very wet and icy, so I decided to clear up this very nice and dry long birch today. I hope I can get all of it done. It looks like it's positioned perfectly for me, so should go smoothly. Should go. One tree less, 1,000 more to go. No, not really. A lot of these are rot on the inside and it's mostly bark. So if I want to clear those away, that will be more of a summer job. Although over there's more trees that have a bit more substance that are still on the ground. So we'll see what I do the next days. It's a chilly morning here, but I'm hoping to get warm soon because I'll be cutting up more trees today. And this time I'm tackling my stack from the other side because I want to remove the trees that I'm sitting on. I always try to keep pulling the top ones and the ones that are not supporting other trees and hoping the whole stack doesn't come tumbling down, because that's would be pretty bad as this is quite close to the road. But yeah, hopefully I can remove some today. So I'm stuck on this side for now because the really big one right there, I will need a little help to get that lifted to cut it up because we currently don't have a logging tool or anything that would help me to pull it up other than the strap. So that will be a two-person job. So I'm going to the other side of the stack and see if I can do something there without everything tumbling down. So it's getting extremely windy. It feels like there's a storm coming. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up for today and make sure that everything that needs to be inside is inside. And if it's really storming, I don't necessarily need to be standing under trees. So that's it for today. Looks like I packed up just in time because here comes the, I'd say rain, but there's some snow stuff in there.
So Tanja has been bucking a lot of the firewood trees that were stacked here by our contractor back when we made the driveway and the building spot. And I'm going to chop these into firewood, but first I gotta get rid of this whole stack. Stack is in a nice little pile so it can start drying, and then I can split some more. Alright, all cleared up. Let's get chopping. And that's that. So in case you're thinking that we should get a wood splitter, maybe we'll do that in the future, but for now I actually really enjoy splitting firewood. For me it's very relaxing, meditative, and a little bit of exercise in between all the work. So wood splitter, sure, but definitely not urgent. Back to stacking. All finished. Ready for Tanja to buck some more firewood.
This sounds like music to my ears. It is the grater.